All right, so here we are. We're going to reassemble this clutch system. And here we have now the pressure plate, the clutch disc, and the flywheel. What are the tools that we're going to use? Somebody take up the tool. What are the tools that we're going to use?
13,
Put them down.
13,
We have spanner. This is what the 13, 12,
12,
12 socket. What size socket is this?
13.
13 socket. We're going to use a
T-bar.
screwdriver. We're going to use a T-bar, which is this. And then here we have our screw. But one of the most important tool that we're going to need is the clutch alignment tool. All right, I don't see it yet, but as we go along, that tool will be highlighted. All right here, the flywheel will be the first component that's going on. So right here, on this stud, we need to ensure so that the flywheel firmly set on this. Okay, so go ahead, my student, and reassemble. Oh, here is the clutch alignment tool. Very important. All right, so the first component that will be assembled is the flywheel, and it's make sure the point set right here on the flywheel good. And then we're going to tighten up. Very important for us to know the torque specs for this flywheel, because if we don't know the torque spec while tightening the flywheel, we can over tighten the bolt and damage the bolt, or we can under tighten and it can cause the flywheel to what? Come off. Both method can cause the flywheel to come off. Because if we over tighten it and we permanently damage the bolt, the flywheel can fly off, and if we under tighten it, the flywheel can fly off. So it's tightening up the flywheel now. It's tightening up the flywheel now. So the next thing after tightening it up, it's going to be torque. Tighten, tighten, tighten. All right. So here we are. Here we are tightening. Here we are tightening the bolts. All right. You have to ensure that they are tight as possible. If you don't trust your tightening skill, you get a torque wrench. All right. So that is fully tightened now. So the next component that will be installed in now is the clutch disc, and we're going to use our clutch aligning tool. So put on the clutch disc. I think this will touch this. This will touch the bolt, so this is not going to work. Not going to work because this part will touch the bolt. So it have to put like this. And then now we have to use our clutch alignment tool. And in this particular case, this system is so small, I have to use this section. So we're going to put it right here. All right. And then install the pressure plate. All right. Good. And then we're going to use this now to ensure that it is fully middle. All right, I prefer to use it like, it's not going to work because this is so small. So, all right, so we're going to use the clutch alignment tool as much as possible. All right, tighten now. I'm going to catch your, I'm going to help you. Right, boy?
Well, I don't know. We miss a point.
Sir. Yeah.
All right. All right, so all these holes can be connected. All right. That's a view, Good. All right. All these one ensure the washers are on it, and these washer is what we call spring washer, although some people call them lock washer. Well, this is really spring washer. These washers are good when it comes down to shock and vibration. It prevents the bolt from being loosened out of their place. All right, and then that is assemble. All right. Pause. All right. All right. All right. So all of them are tight now. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna assemble the gearbox with the engine. And the key thing is to ensure that this input shaft here, oh, don't turn it over yet, I want to highlight something. We need to ensure that this input shaft here, it's splined into this hub right here. So if it was not aligned properly, we will have a challenge to spline this input shaft into the hub. So we'd have to remove out the gearbox, ensure it aligned properly, then we do that. Great. All right, so at this point, we're going to assemble the gearbox to the engine. So we have to ensure that our throwout bearings right here is assembled properly, and our clutch, our pressure plate, clutch disc, and flywheel is assembled properly, tightened properly, and properly torqued, and also aligned. So moment of truth now. Let us turn this small engine right here. All right, good. Well, we will insert this and ensure the dowel fit right here and lay down flat. So moment of truth. All right. Is, it, is there anything mucking around here? Continue, continue. All right, push to me. Push the engine like a board to me half of the field. All right, good. All right. You know, see. Oh man, you know, still like the good. All right. All right, so here we are. We're going to ensure it sits flat on the dowel. Push it forward to me, man. All right. Something is still holding off this thing right here. All right. No. It don't. Yeah, we are putting on the gearbox. Ensure that it is in. It don't seem like it catch it in now. Ease off a little bit. All right. So ensure that the input shaft is in. But it's in alignment. All right. It don't go in at the hole as yet. Still not going at the hole. Gearbox to the. All right. Couple. Check your side. Check your side stud. And a stud. Dowel. Ah, that's the name. Dowel. And here we go. So everything is locked up. Catch your boat them. Cause I don't want to slide out back. So we gotta catch your boat to ensure that they don't slide out. So the issue that we had was that the clutch disc was not aligned properly. That's why we were having that difficulty, because the aligning tool that we have is too big compared to this engine right here. As you can see, this is a Tartanano engine. Small engine, small gearbox, small clutch disc, everything is small. So our alignment tool had an issue with aligning the clutch disc. And it's a good experience for the students, so they know what will happen if the clutch disc is not aligned properly. So imagine if this was a much more some bigger engine, or we were underneath a lift or underneath a vehicle, the difficulty that they would experience. So it is very important to show the importance of clutch aligning properly, and I ensure I hold it so the gearbox don't jump off. My student from there is currently ensure that bolt tighten. This one don't tighten as yet, you know, and I still don't leg off of it. I still a spanner. So what you'll be doing now, you'll be tightening the entire. All right, you go and put the sockets. I want tight. You'll be tightening the entire um, bolt around the bell housing. So once you get one bolt or two bolt in, I don't need so much. It cannot jump out again. All right, so this good enough to hold it until we fasten the rest of the bolt. And that's how we disassemble a clutch disc or a clutch system, evaluate the parts, remove the gearbox, and reassemble the system together. That's it.